Hello, hello, hello. Melissa May Dillon here, live on my personal page on Facebook. And what is going on with this growing out hair? It is having a day today. I'm in love with this. Mary, bang here happening. But it's a little funky. I really love being able to spike it up in the back, but like right here, it gets a little weird because it's like you've got this heavy on top and then you've got the spiky on the back, and this gets together is just a little bit funky. But anyway, today we hit finally our $6,000 day. So when if you've been following my journey, you know I like $1,000 days every day. It took me a few months for me to declare to myself even, and then to my coach, that I should be making $1,000 a day every day in my business. That just meant helping 10 people pass the insurance exam. And we have thousands of people watching the YouTube channel every day. So at the very beginning, it took me a minute to say $1,000 days every day. And then I started saying it out loud. I started saying it on the internet. I started celebrating it with everybody. And we eventually started hitting $1,000 days. And then I started saying $2,000 days. We started hitting $2,000 days. And then it was like 3,000, and then 4,000, and then 5,000. And it's feeling like this, like it felt like this, like struggle to kind of get to this $6,000 day. And it kind of dawned on me, like, duh, I have $6,000 days when YouTube pays out. It says we make money daily on YouTube, but it only like pays out, once a month. And I was like, oh, I have $6,000 days all the time. And YouTube is now paying out close to 8,000. We're almost hitting 9,000 on YouTube, and even hired a team that says they're going to get it to 15 to 20,000. I'm super excited about that. So we'll see. But today we hit $6,000 day, and I almost didn't give myself credit for it, because technically I want to see $6,000 on my website sales. And we recently rolled out a new product, but because of the way the platform that I use to sell my courses doesn't have a way of selling just a PDF product. You would have to make it a course and it would be funky. And I'm like, I just want to sell a downloadable PDF. And then we have the YouTube, and we want to be able to sell those PDFs directly on the YouTube, and YouTube uses Shopify. So we decided that we'll sell the downloads on Shopify and not directly on my course website. So we hit the $6,000 today, $6,049. Oh, $6,000 day. Let me just celebrate for a minute. $6,000 day, $6,000 day, $6,000 day. Woo! But we hit it between those two, the Zenler sale, the course sales, and then the Shopify sales. And in my mind, it's like, I want to see that 6,000 on the Zenler, on the place where I sell my courses. And I almost didn't give myself credit, but then my COO reminded me. She's like, yeah, it just sucks that we can't put the PDFs on there. And I'm like, you know what? It is a $6,000 day. It's not my fault that they don't have the PDF downloadable option. They need to fix that. And so I'm taking the credit for it. So I don't have to see it on Zenler. We hit $6,000 day. And this is coming off the back end. I want to remind you, if you're listening to my videos and following along with me, this is coming off the back end of me figuring out, establishing, and declaring, like I listen to Melanie Ann Layer all the time. I'm signed up for her highest program that is, well, I think she might have other more close proximity programs, but she talks about 3 levels of membership. She's got a $222 a month membership, a $1,400 a month membership, and then like a it's raising in price, $17,000 or $1,700 a month membership. And these are and Melanie Ann Layer, if you don't know, you should know if you're following along in my videos, is one of the women. The reason that I'm a millionaire, I joined her Facebook group called Alpha Femme. She's a woman who was homeless in her car in 2016, figured out how to fall in love with her life, started teaching other people how to fall in love with their lives, and has since built this amazing global business. She's going to cross $100 million in sales this year. And I stumbled into her group in September of 2021. I saw all these women talking about making all kinds of money. Melanie talks about how she wants to make 1 million millionaires. And I'm just like, I'll sign up to be a millionaire. I'll be one of them. And from that group, from that space, and from watching and learning with Melanie and connecting with other amazing women in that group, I did become a millionaire. I'm one of Melanie's million millionaires. And I have a whole documentary on it. You can actually, I got the link in the YouTube channel. It says, watch my movie on how I made $1 million. You can click that and watch my story on making $1 million. It's actually a very beautiful documentary that we've created. But anyway, what was I talking about this? Oh, so Melanie, in her exponential wealth program, so she doesn't do a lot of necessarily money programs. Most of her programs are on just growth, like we're doing Femme Fatale right now, which is all about like a rite of passage as a woman. But exponential wealth is one of the actual programs that is specifically about money. And I was watching through it, and it was towards the end of the year last year, sometime around like November, I think. And one of the lines, just like the one line that she said just stuck out to me so hardcore, and I posted about it and I've been talking about it, is that money does not create stability. Money is attracted to stability. And I like clung on to that comment, that quote, like so hardcore, because I have been chasing money to feel stable. And I will tell you, as I've made $1,000 days, $2,000 days, $3,000 days, $4,000 days, $5,000 days, 6-figure months, that like none of it has made me feel more stable. If anything, it makes me feel like I'm trying to get more and more and more. And the lack of stability was like driving me nuts, because money can't make you stable. Money is attracted to stability. So I realized like I have to feel stable myself, and then more money can pour in. And so I've been focusing on that. And the universe loves to give you little opportunities to test out, are you learning your lessons? Are you, doing what it is you said you want to do? And I said I wanted to be more stable around money. I know that money cannot make me feel stable. And so I recently accidentally flooded my bathroom, and it was a $3,000 bill. And I was stable through it. It didn't throw me off. It didn't cause me to panic. I just like, okay, I'm just going to pay it. It's fine, whatever. And I paid it. And in the same week, I was also able to pay off all of our credit cards. I have one credit card left, all of our credit cards. And I'm just like, okay, more money, take care of this, more money. And we're getting more and more money into the business bank account than we ever have before. We celebrated 4 $4,000 days in a row. So like our main average has been like 3,500 during the week, and then like 1,500 on the weekends. But now our weekends are like 2,500 a day. And our normal daily amount is now 4,000. And we've been peaking at $5,000. We've probably had the most $5,000 days this month that we probably have in all the months. And now we've hit our 6-figure date, or it's not 6-figure. That would be amazing. I'll celebrate that. In fact, my CEO talked about that, how, we're going to be celebrating 6-figure days soon on, yes, that's going to be amazing, but I won't get into all the details about that. But yeah, so I've been focusing on stability, being stable myself, not relying on money to make me stable. And I feel so much more stable. And now more money is marching in. So this is like the power of changing your mindset, changing your thoughts, changing your feelings, and learning from the leaders. Like I am learning so much from Melanie. I am so excited to be in her programs. I just signed up for another one. So not only am I in the House of Haute, which is like one of her highest tier memberships that she talks about, she's also doing human design masterminds specific to each line. So in human design, you're certain lines, and I'm a 4-6, and the 6th line is wisdom to wealth. And it's all about, and this is also, I'm making peace with this too, is that the 6th line in human design is somebody who has to kind of go through stuff to gain wisdom, and you can't gain wisdom without going through the stuff. And I had asked her in one of the House of Oat meetings, what can you tell me about, a 4-6? And she shared some stuff with me, and the 6th line was like the wisdom to wealth. So she said that. She's like, the 6th line is the wisdom to wealth. And then she created a 6th line mastermind, and that's starting next week. And that was 6,666. Yes, please sign me up. The more I can learn about myself, the more I can learn about my power, the more that I can, be a better me. Like that's all what I love to do. And I just, not only am I celebrating the $6,000 days today, but we are really celebrating the stability, the feeling stable regardless of the money. And because I feel more stable, more money rolls in. This has been one of the best, the last month, 2 months have been the best times in terms of not only bringing in an amount of money, but feeling like super solid and feeling super good about the money without feeling like I need more. Now it's like, I want more. I want to, celebrate more. I want to grow my business. Like, so much of this is just the growth. Like, how cool is it that I get to say I built this business with my, I built this business for free with my laptop I already had, my phone I already had. I did my own graphics on Canva. I just made videos on my YouTube channel. I built this business just, with fun and free. And my content was free on the YouTube channel. Like, it's just crazy, like, what I can do. And so it's not so much about I make 6 figures a month. It's more like, look what I've been growing. Look what I've made. Look how cool this is. You can do it too. That's more of the vibe and the energy behind wanting to get bigger, larger amounts of money in a month. And there will be a day where we're having multiple 6 figures in a month. Right now, I think our highest was last month at like 123,000. February, I don't know where exactly we're going to land. I think 104-ish on Zenler, 3,000 on Shopify. So that puts us at 107. 8,000 on YouTube. That puts us at 115. So we might come really close. Probably right a little bit under January. I mean, we are 2 days off. 2 days could be up to $10,000. So February might be a little bit lower, but we'll give grace for those 2 days. And it's just going to keep growing from here. I'm having some really incredible conversations with different partners, with different people who could use my services. And I'm just showing up each day, feeling more and more stability myself. We're still going to probably hit 120 again, even for a short month. Yeah. When I think about all the different places in which we make money. Oh yeah. And this was the highest month payout for Excel too. It was almost 3,900. Like that was almost 4,000. Yeah. So we're probably definitely going to hit 120 this month too. So I'm taking it. I'm taking the win for 6,000. It's not my fault that Zenler can't sell PDFs on their website. I'm going to pick on them about that. So I'm taking it. $6,000 a day today. I have been reaching for it. I have been like, $6,000 days. Let's go. So I'm going to own it. Today was a $6,000 day. This is our first highest day in the business, besides the fact that YouTube payments, I mean, to be fair, they pay out once a month. And so it looks like, when you pair a Zenler day with the YouTube day, we have like $13,000 days, $15,000 days. But the YouTube technically is daily amounts of money that just pays out once a month. So, but yeah, I'm going to take the win and feeling, and even in my personal life, just, we all have stuff. We all go through stuff. Like this past week has kind of been nuts. It flooded the bathroom. We've had fans blowing 24/7 for like an entire week so that the walls dry out. The baby was sick. David was sick. The nanny got sick. It just got kind of crazy. And it's like, no matter what, my computer, my desk and everything was unusable. Well, I can obviously take my laptop away, but like the bathroom flooded into the bedroom, which is where my office is. And so the desk had to be moved, pushed up against the bed. We can't really go in the bedroom because the fans are just blowing 24/7. And there was a humidifier in there, which made it so hot and dry. And so I didn't even touch my desk this week. And this was probably one of our biggest weeks yet. I didn't even touch my desk. And it's just crazy that when, again, I didn't make it mean anything. I didn't say, oh my God, I can't work. We can't make money. If I'm not sitting and working, then business is going to lag. I was just like, it is what it is. And then my baby's sick. I'm just like, I'm just going to hold my baby. This all she wanted this whole week was just for me to hold her and to me be with her. And that's what I did. Even every nap, I'm just holding her, and she wanted to sleep on me. And I made one of my beliefs that I make the most money while I'm just being mama. And here's the proof in the pudding. So money is not attracted to stability. Rewind. Money does not create stability. Money is attracted to stability. So if you're trying to get more and more money to feel stable, it'll never work. It's a hamster wheel. It'll never end. You need to feel stable within yourself, and then more money can pour in. So, and if you want to learn more about money and how I've learned about money and how I've gone from making $60K a year to 100,000, 20 in a month, I've doubled my previous year income into 1 month. Like, that's nuts. You can watch my YouTube channel, at Melissa May Dillon. I talk about all these things. And I do deeply desire that, other people can follow my journey. I've created a path. I've shown people how when you do your purpose and you do your passion and you just, continually grow, learn, and improve, you can build a 6-figure, 7-figure, multi-7-figure business and have a good time and have a baby and learn and grow and evolve and celebrate $6,000 days. So I love you all. Have an amazing day. Talk to you later. Bye.